Hashtag hands off for Kanafas. Hashtag Jamaica.
President Traore, I am from Jamaica, and I am praying for you. Come in the 30th. I don't know if they're going to march in Jamaica, but if they go march, I'm going to march. But if they're not going to march, I'm going to spend the whole day on my knees, praying, begging God to cover you, begging Yahshua, the Holy Spirit, to cover you from the plan of these enemies. When I was small, I remember Gaddafi. But I never felt it that much. Because at the end of the day, he was living in luxury. But you're not living in luxury. You are for the people. You are for the people. And I'm going to go on my knees. And I'm going to pray you up, young man, in covering. Stay covered in Jesus' name.
Jamaica, wake up! Don't sleep too long. Around here, drink too much rum and boom. And I fight against one another and they on social media talk about GSYM. Wake up! When you see what going on in Africa, when you Bob Marley say Africans unite, I see the whole of Africa out for unite. When you are going on Burkina Faso with the president, Ibrahim Traore. And when the artists from Jamaica, remember say we sing and free Nelson Mandela, you know. So how come nobody has sing no song? I mean alone have a song I release this Friday, titled Ibrahim. We not try the man to feed people within 2 years. Free hospital, free education, mobile hospital. You know see it? The man manufacture electric car. The man employ 8,000 people in one day. The man say having a place to live is human rights. So all citizens get free house. The man not take no presidential pay. The man work with his salary when he used to get in the army. He was an army officer and the man say no love one country around. And just form a coup September 2022 and take over Burkina Faso. Once what the man do. Now they might try to take him out. People, this Friday, we have a song I released like Ibrahim. Glory, glory, Ibrahim Traore. This is an African story. We can't ignore it. Ibrahim Traore, slowly but surely, in the interest of your country, you step up to the plate and I control it. Africa, myself, you wake up. Africans, keep your head up. East, west, north, and south, wake up. Wake up, wake up. Remember, this Friday, it's on all online store. Michaelos. And check out the audio on YouTube. Check it out. Jamaica. Wake up, motherfucker.
As a Jamaican, I stand African. We stand with the leader of Burkina Faso, President Ibrahim Traore. We know a lot of great men and women have fought for our liberty over centuries. Today, this man, youngest African president, is doing it, and we ought to be aware, we ought to stand up. Burkina, Jamaica, one love.
I feel the love of my life though, more than my hype. This is my legacy, this being my destiny. Black excellence, black opulence, like that.
And I see people making uncanny comparisons with Paul Kagame, my good friend Ibrahim Traore. And I say, some of these folks are operating in a slightly different environment, where their word is obeyed instantly, without question. It's a different environment. You say, this guy is not doing things. Traore is doing them. Traore wakes up, dreams them up. Following morning, he makes a pronouncement. It is law. It is policy. Action follows. And I wake up and I say stuff, they look at me and say, what is this man talking about? We need to take it through this stage and that stage and put it to tender, float the tender. It takes 2 years. Then we evaluate. Then there are complaints. And there's an interdict. We wait another 4 years. By that time, you have to go and account to the people, and they remove you. Those who came before me did not fail because they didn't have ideas. They did. Maybe even better ideas. They just didn't implement them. Why? Because perhaps they failed to appreciate that the structures that are in place are not properly suited to the attainment of quick action. So you need to subvert some of these rules and processes unapologetically. And I will do it. Let me tell you here and now. I will. Within the confines of the law, and I know it. If there's anything I know, it's the law. That's all I know, really. So I will, within the law. Tell me to flight a tender, take 2 years to procure some much needed service. I'm not going to waste anybody's time with that. I'm going to take the quick route, as the crow flies, straight on to action. And I'll take fire from politicians. That's what I'm always ready for. I like it. I enjoy, I relish the fire. But I will do what is good for the people. For any industry that must drive and power this economy.
Let me first ask you these questions. What benefit do people from Caribbean countries, people from Jamaica, people from European countries, people from African diaspora get when they come out on the streets to demonstrate, just trying to defend Ibrahim Traore, trying to defend Africa in large? What do they benefit? If we can get the answer to this question, then we as Africans, we have to do the right thing. We have to do the right thing. We have to do the needful. Because there is no need, there is no way as the foreign people can be every day, each and every day they come out to fight for the Africans, to stand for Africans. They are coming out to speak out their voice concerning Africans. Yet these people, they're not even they don't even from Africa. They don't even belong here. They don't get anything from Africa. Yet they are just each and every day fighting for the Africans. So we have to do what we can do the best. These are those were Jamaicans who are just came out in large numbers in different streets just to stand for the solidarity of Africa. Hands off Burkina Faso, hands off Ibrahim Traore, and hands off Africa. So I am your Kenyan explorer here. I am your presenter for today, and I thank all the returning subscribers that you are here, who are standing with me in this journey as we are continuing to build this channel. I thank you very much for taking your time at least to come so that we can join in this conversation together. We can move together. We can discuss all that is concerning Africa, and not just Africa, but African community and the world at large. And for the new subscribers, those who have passed by and find that feel that they can stop at least to listen to the Kenyan Explorer here as your presenter and know what is happening towards Kenya or Africa, I thank you very much. I appreciate you. I appreciate you very much. So let me dive in this video. That was a leader of Botswana. That was a president of Botswana. And I like the statement that he has made that he cannot blame the leaders who have come before him to lead the country of Botswana, because they never had a plan. They never had an idea on what to do, on how they can take their countries to another level, on how they can manage and make the Namibian country, on how they can take the country of Botswana in another level, just like Ibrahim Traore has did in Burkina Faso. And before I explain much about this Botswanan president, you remember that professor, the clip that I show you as he was in the parliament? he praises Ibrahim Traore so much, saying that Ibrahim Traore is very, very young compared to some of them and many of them. But what this guy is doing in his country, and not just in his country, but what this guy is doing in Africa, everyone love Ibrahim Traore. If you hate Ibrahim Traore, then you have the problem. After you hating Ibrahim Traore, then you have to sit by yourself and ask questions. What are you doing against your people? What are you doing against the will of Africans? Because you hating Ibrahim Traore, whether you are a common citizen or you are a leader to any country of Africa, then you have to ask yourself questions. Because it is not normal. All people, all black people, this is the first time I have seen all the black people are speaking one voice. They're coming out to criticize all that is happening in Africa. They're coming out to criticize everything that is coming to ambush or to threaten the leadership, the freedom, and everything that Africans that is meant for the interest of Africans. This is the guy who has managed to gather Africans together. Africans are coming on the streets, marching, demonstrating each and every day. They want a free Africa, and this has never happened, has never been experienced, even a single day before the rise of Ibrahim Traore. So Ibrahim Traore is a guy that is needed to be celebrated, and he is needed to be respected as the head of Africa. Julius Malema has always been saying these things, that all that Africa need is a freedom, unity. If it can be possible, so as we make Africa a one state, a one army, a one currency, then it can help Africa. It can even make Africa strong in a way that it can collapse the dollar, because we are depending on the foreign countries. For African to go and do a business, a great business, it has to depend on the dollars. You cannot use your countries to go in. You cannot use your countries like naira or shillings to go in Europe to do business with them. You have to convert your money, your currency, to euro currency or to dollar currency. So this is the weakness. This is the weakness, that if African leaders can work towards it, then we can speak the issue and matter of unity when we have that strength, because that is all the weakness. That is all the weakness that we are having. So, Botswana president, this guy is just speaking freely, just like he's doing a comedy, just like he's there to make people laugh. He seems to be in a laughing industry, in a comedy industry. But the point that this guy is trying to make, you have to be careful, because he's trying to speak the reality and the strong points. He said that he don't blame his founders who are there before him, those who have come before and led the country of Botswana, because they never had idea. And there is nothing bad like you having no idea, because for you to do anything, whether you are a leader with your family, you are a leader to any institution, or you are a leader to any business, any company, you must the first thing you must have is an idea, a plan. Even before you start to build a house, you need to have a plan. After having a plan, that's when even your engineering constructors, they will come up basing on your ideas. That's when they will come out with something that you need. So they never had ideas, just like Ibrahim Traore. Before Ibrahim Traore came to power and start to do any development or anything in his country, he started to focus with his ideas. And his idea and plans was to send away or to chase away all the military troops, all the foreign military bases, and abolish all military bases in Burkina Faso. He started by cutting off all the licenses that were owned by foreign countries, the mining to access the mining sites. He started by withdrawing his country from the organization like UN, ECOWAS, AU. That's why he was able to do all that he is doing in his country. That's why he was able to do all development that he's doing in his country. So before you do anything, you must have a plan. You must have an idea. That is what will lead you to your action. That is what will lead you to a victory. And that is what he did. So when we speak about African unity, we have a lot that we mean. We have a lot that we are trying to mean. And we have to work towards it. I've tried to show you many videos, many clips that I'm trying to show you that this is what Africa, this is the reason as to why Africa needs to be united. I've tried to show you the last video I did about the invention of Africa, about the talents from Africa, the reasons to why, the things that the national medias or mainstream medias cannot show you the world unless you do your critical analysis by your own. The world and the mainstream medias like BBC, CNN, Al Jazeera, France 24 cannot show you the invention of Africa. If you can remember the video that I show you about that Zimbabwean guy Maxwell, who was in a vehicle that don't need need fuel, but it just uses a frequency, a radio frequency. This is something that the world has never invented or discovered. We know Elon Musk as the best inventor in the world, but even this invention of Maxwell from Zimbabwe shocked Elon Musk, and that's why when he went to present his project to the people concerned, his project was denied, and he was even threatened, and they were even ready to assassinate him because they claimed that that his project was violating the laws of physics. So mainstreams cannot show you this. They cannot tell the world the best side of Africa. All they do is to show the world the dark side of Africa. They only show you about drought, crisis, war, terrorism, but all things that is positive towards Africa, they cannot show you. So I have a lot, and we have a lot, and many reasons that need Africa to unite. I hope and I believe that those who show and follow this kind of videos, they know what we are trying to do. They know what we are trying to speak about. They know what Africa needs to do. I started by saying that it is very shameful to see people from foreign countries. It is very shameful to see the foreign countries coming up to speak about Africa, defending Africa, fighting for Africa, demonstrating each and every day, and yet Africa itself, Africans themselves are there fighting each other. They betrayed each other, betrayals. You know, when the revolutionary or people, some leaders who come to defend Africa, who arise and speak about Africa, there are some Africa who come out and start to betray them to the whites. They're there even to take their lives, to take down their lives just because they have promised something small. So this is very shameful, and we have to condemn this. Africa is powerful. Africa is powerful, and Africa is rich, not only in resources, but in everything: culture, invention, talents. So Africa has everything to prove to the world that this is what we can do, this is what we have. So it's upon them to judge on where they can take us. It's not a time of civilization. It is not a time of slavery. It is not a time of colonization. This is a time of free Africa. Hands off Africa, hands off Burkina Faso, hands off black community. This is what we have to say. This is your presenter, Kenyan Explorer. Thank you for watching this video. If you like the video, kindly subscribe the channel. I appreciate you. I will appreciate you so much because I need your support. You are the one who are making me to move forward each and every day. You are the one who are giving me strength to do more and more work, more and more videos concerning Africa. We are not just building YouTube channel, but we are trying to build a home and a black community. We need to build this to be strong, at least through talking, all that we are trying to do. We are changing something somewhere else. We are changing the minds of some people. We are changing and making some positive minds towards some Africans. We are making some African youth to read the history of Africa. We are making some Africans to decide and know this is what things that has been hidden for us for a very long time. We are making some Africans to be powerful and to come out speaking powerfully, boldly, fearlessly, because at least they have realized who they are and where they are needed to go, they are needed to be. So Stay tuned until next time. Just tell me what you have in the comment section. Tell me what you have in the comment section. We have to discuss about this. We have to speak about this because we have each and every reason to do this. Thank you for your time. Until next time, until next episode, stay tuned and peace out. Yo, Jarastafara, Babylon. Jam down, Jamaica. We are here. We are here and we appreciate your support. Yeah.